Sorry about that. I was still getting ready. I figured I would let the crowd come. All right. The main attraction is here. Nobody fear. Here we go. Can you see my little wicked candle here? Yeah. That seems so close to me. Let's do that. Oh my god, I have this Alexis on Fire song in my head. You had such gray eyes. What is the song? Water Wings. Oh, Water Wings. That's the first Alexis on Fire album. Oh my god, I really only listened to 1 and 2. Actually, I like 3 as well. So there's an Alexis on Fire song coming on. There's so much fire energy right now. Oh my god, Steven, we had to come back for round 2. And I decided to make my 3rd cup of coffee and go live. Fly away. Bow, 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 bow. I still have that song. I think George was a firefighter where I used to live. Ha! Oh my god, okay. Someone with Alexis on Fire. They are native to my land. Okay. Neptune. Illusions, secrets, psychic gifts. That could also be jail. Spiritual surrender, judgment. Scorpio energy again. 9th house Sagittarius. Philosophy. There could be a sense of like somebody becoming spiritual. And like, look, there's the High Priestess. There's the arguing card. And then the prosperity card. 9 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. Okay. So there could be like this Scorpio energy could be like a breakup. Somebody breaking up with somebody, and it's almost like because whoever that person was spiritually holding them back. And they were starting to fight them on this energy because they needed to transform. Like some couples break up because one starts to transform, right? And like if couples have been together for a while, sometimes they get the grace of evolving together, right? Especially with my sister and I, we're not in a sexual relationship, but we started living together as adults right after my 3rd eye opened and I started reading tarot. And I thought it was really lucky that I got to live with my sister again because she, this was maybe a year after I opened up my 3rd eye. She started opening up her 3rd eye. So it was almost like we could do that together, like we could evolve together. And the things that I learned in the brief amount of time that I was 3rd eye open before her, I got to teach her a lot of things. And especially with her dreams, there's a lot of things that happen in her dreams. And I really thank, the heavens sometimes that we do live together because she can express her dreams to me. So then we can kind of decode them, right? Because I do find, especially when she goes back home a lot and sees somebody, I'm alone. And I do find that when I'm alone, I don't do that well. Like I stop eating, I don't sleep very well, I stop caring about myself. It's very hard for me to give a shit when I'm all alone. Like I never really knew of myself like that. And then I haven't lived alone since I was, oh man, probably about 27 or so. So maybe 13 years ago since I've lived alone. And then when I went back to that time of that few years that I lived alone, I remembered like my fridge was empty because I worked at a restaurant. I was always a bartender or a server. I always ate at work. I always partied. I always drank. And when I woke up in the morning, I went out and got a coffee and I went out and got my breakfast. Like I had probably one of the most unhealthy routines possible because I lived by myself and it was like bachelor life. I mean, what the fuck? I'm not going to buy a bunch of food and fill my fridge for myself. Like I might do that now, but even when my sister was gone recently for something to do with work and I got sick, so I had to fill the fridge, but then I found like I had to really force myself to eat. I had to really force myself to get out of bed and give a shit. Like with her home, if she gets up, I get up, right? If I get up, sometimes she gets up, right? We get on this nice routine. And if people who are living together can't evolve together, then they break up because it almost seems like their souls start fighting one another because one soul wants to evolve while the other one wants to hold back. And if my sister wouldn't have opened up her third eye when I did, or around when I did, living with her might have been a huge problem because, we might have been toe to toe at things because she would have been turned off and sleeping while I was wide awake. And, two people that live like that, where one is sleeping and one is awake, that person who's sleeping is going to start getting woken up and they're going to start getting angry at the person who's awake because they're noticing things that the sleeping person doesn't notice because they're sleeping. Okay. So people start to get like this. They start to go toe to toe with one another. Okay. And then that's when, you start to get hurt. Okay. So there could be this analogy that I'm getting with the Scorpio energy that somebody had to break up, and then the Neptune energy could be this high priestess. So then they could reach their subconscious. So then they could activate their psychic gifts, activate especially if you have kids, right? You have the telepathy bond with them. Like most parents know if something's wrong with their child. They don't have to be there to sense that something's wrong. That sense, that parental sense, is what usually wakes people up. Okay. And they might have had a long life sleeping, but the second they have that kid, they wake up. Okay. So it could be something along the lines of that, where somebody now has kids or something and they want to connect with them, and their spouse, okay, could be blocking them because they want that connection with their spouse. They don't want their spouse connecting with their kids because then it'll break the connection that they have with them, which a partnership would get a connection through sex. Okay. The P and the V, that's a connection. That's a divine counterpart. Now, women get that with children because the children grow up inside of them. They're formed inside of them, right? So they get a bond with the mother. Now, a mother, if she's not really in her feminine energy per se, she might get really fucking jealous of anybody around those kids because she's got that bond with them, right? She might not want anybody bonding with them. She might not want her partner bonding with them, waking up his third eye and noticing that something's wrong with their kids because the mother thinks that that's a role that she needs to be doing, right? So that's why a lot of men sometimes will stay closed off to their senses because they say that that's the woman's job, because if they don't give it to the woman, then the woman suddenly gets all like feministic and that's my feminine energy and you're fucking with my feminine and my children, and then the man just steps back because now he feels like he's purposely hurting the woman by trying to connect with his children, which I don't understand why women have that unhealthy connection with their children. I really don't. I don't have children, so I don't know what that bond would be like, but a healthy bond would be a healthy bond, knowing that you've got a connection and knowing that connection is clear and strong. You don't have to worry about it. But the high priestesses who are kind of full of shit and might fake their motherhood, okay, will take their telepathy bonds to another level And that's where it's no longer about the bond, it's about their pride and their ego. And this is my kid, and this is my, property. And so many people end up seeing their children as property and not humans, because they're children, and technically the parent has guardianship. Therefore, the parent tells the children what to do. Therefore, now suddenly the children are like they're no longer their own little systems, they're controlled. Okay, so all right, bear with the analogy here as we dive in, because that ninth house really feels like is this nine of pentacles. Hey, 9 and 9. Yeah, I feel like okay, and then what is the ninth? I am so bad with this ninth house, 10th house, 11th house. Shit, higher education, long journeys, philosophy, spirituality. Spirituality. See, we're kind of with the spirituality already with the Neptune energy. What is this? Page of Cups. Unrealistic expectations in relationships. See, I feel like somebody didn't like something in a relationship, and then that means that the relationship has to end because one person's going down a road and the other person doesn't want to go. So now if you're with somebody that's very unconfident, they'll shut their road down and turn around and go down their spouse's road. But if you're on a path and your spouse can't come along because they're not understanding where you're going, I mean, this could have taken a long journey. Like higher education, though. Higher education. Somebody is getting higher education with this high priestess. Like they are connecting to something. Okay. It's there's birth. And that's Sagittarius. Okay, so I do feel like there is some type of birth connection, okay, with something. There's the Magician. Ooh, okay. So somebody does have mad skills, all right? Driven by determination, ambition. So that's a flush. Or a straight. Is that a straight? I'm not good with my card terminology, but 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. Is that a royal flush? Something like that? Somebody's got a fucking good hand. Okay. As opposed to this 5 of Cups that they're dealing with. See, there's the breakup. Grieving a breakup. Okay. So this 3 of Swords is a part of this 5 of Cups. It's almost like somebody had to take a chance on breaking up with this person or breaking up with this energy so then they could evolve past it. Could be a friendship as well, because I just looked at friends. A group of friends that you walked away from, a group of friends that you suddenly had an argument with. Like, I mean, I remember, my God, when I opened up my third eye and I started talking to dead people, I started reading tarot cards, like all the people that thought that they knew me, especially the new relationships, like they all called me crazy instantly. Like it was such a disrespectful feeling to awaken yourself to something and feel so good about it and then tell people about it and all they do is laugh at you. Like they, even my family, like everybody was just, I mean, 13 years ago I was the laughing stock of the town that I still currently live in, my family, the friends that I had still managed to harbor from, high school. I mean, I became the laughing stock of everybody. And I don't know if that was dedicated to get me to stop, people to get me to, start fighting with them to turn my back on it. And then there was this huge, like, Rastafari kind of thing that happened when I got dreadlocks, and because I was opening up to love and I was opening up to a higher being, and that higher being really ticked a lot of people off around me. Like I didn't quite understand, because these people that I had just met, they were all, still stabbing each other in the back and still fucking each other's, spouses. I mean, they still are. 13 years later, they're still doing the same shit that they were doing in their 30s and in their 20s and in high school. I mean, they're still doing the same thing. So, like, they're not going to like me. They're not going to like somebody like me that has opened myself up to something way higher than their low vibrational relationships that really are just based around, like, ultimatums and sex, like, and when are we gonna go drink, it's the same patterns, right? When you're trying to raise your vibration, all right, all those lower vibrations, they're gonna be gone. And the thing is that they're gonna be really fucking sad when you leave, right? Because they're gonna be in that same shit while you're going to be traveling. You're going to be having your mind blown wide open. Okay. You're going to be having serendipity moments with divine timing and walking into the middle of things. And I mean, your life is going to be popping up while these people are still fucking each other's husbands and wives and fucking talking shit, lying to each other and taking screenshots and sending them around to one another about the conversation that they had with so-and-so last night, because now they're a fucking bitch. Like, I mean, it's like, it's so violent and abusive, right? That when you break away from it and you say, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to belittle myself to be friends with you. That's the higher power. And people will talk about the higher power in church. They'll talk about the higher power inside of themselves. They'll talk about the higher power in being sober, right? They'll talk about the higher power because now suddenly they're not looking through life, in rose stained glasses, right? They're not looking through life through like 5 glasses deep of like whiskey, right? They're seeing it clearly. When you see the world clearly, you notice how fucked up it is. Okay. But amongst that chaos, you learn to live your little simple life. And that little simple life doesn't involve people that challenge everything you say because they disagree with you. And the only reason why they disagree with you is because they just want to start a fight with you, because really they don't understand how they feel. They know how their friends feel, they know how their families feel, but do they really know how they feel? No. Okay, because if they truly did, when you reached your higher power, they wouldn't have looked at you, laugh, and slam the door. Okay, because you're now living in something that I don't even think experience in their own fucking dreams. Okay, I don't even think they're getting that far in their dreams, because the way that I see it, a lot of these people that I see that are still trapped in the same things that they've always been trapped in, when I see them in dreams, it ain't good. All right. Usually they're controlled. They won't speak to me. They act like they're not looking at me while they're like, hiding behind a see-through piece of paper. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, they act like they hate me while they're stalking me in my dreams. So, like, I mean, honestly, do these people really hate you? Or are they angry that you don't do the same things that they do anymore? Okay. So now they're going to fucking challenge you, as if what you see and what you believe and what you desire and what you are going with now is just bullshit. So I feel like this is somebody breaking off relationships so then they can hire themselves, so they can better themselves. 8 of Wands, action. There's an action plan here. And it says travel for business. So I do feel like there's definitely a sense of travel here. Okay, traveling to what you want, traveling to where you need to be, a subconscious travel, okay, a spiritual journey per se, okay. Stay focused, follow your path, and then there's temperance in the middle, which is the 9th house. That's Sagittarius energy. Okay, so there is like somebody's learning patience, moderation, gradual and steady progress. Like this, whatever path that this person is choosing to do with a higher power, it's higher than anybody you've ever been around. Okay, and this has to be a hand that you use. Okay, there's an opportunity here, and it's to get away from this nasty energy that keeps wanting to fight you. Okay. It's fucking ridiculous. The fighting words. Fight, fight, fight. Everybody wants to fight. And even this guy, oh my God. So there's this guy that I dated in the past that is just absolutely adamant on getting me back. Okay. Just adamant on getting me back. And you know what he said to my sister the other day? He was like, like me and Whitney, he called it a certain thing. I forget what he called it, but he said we needed to have like an argument. He's like, we need to have a fight. We need to get all this frustration out, and then we need to fuck. And I was like, that is like, yeah, okay. So you're telling me that you have all these feelings for me, you have all this caring for me, but yet we need to fight and get it all out. Like, I wouldn't fight with you if you were the last person on the fucking face of the earth. The fact that somebody wants to have an argument with me to seal the beef, there is no fucking beef. I don't like you. Just there's no beef. I mean, the guy fucked up. You fuck up, you fuck up. Walk away, go away. It's been 7 years. I don't fucking like you. But he's still adamant on it. I don't know why he's adamant on it, but the fact that he says he wants us to fight so then we can get it out, that's a big trigger for me. I don't fight. I don't fucking argue with people. I don't fight. I don't want your bullshit, let alone, and then so we can fight and make up. What do you want, crack? And knowing him, he might be. Okay, so honestly, stay focused. I'm going to fight with you. I'm going to yell at you. We got to get it out. We got to, clash on our words and then we can smash afterwards is bullshit. That is bullshit. Stay focused, turn the page, get the fuck away from whoever this is that wants to fight you. Because honestly, this guy that I'm talking about, all he wants to do is fight people. Okay. I was listening to The Cure one day because I really like this one album that they have, Disintegration, or yeah, I can't really say that word, but anyways, it has like Lullaby on it. It's a great album. And I was talking about that album. I was really into it. I was eating mushrooms. I just went to Cuba and had like this massive life-changing experience. And I was really into The Cure. And I said, I like The Cure. He looked at me, he goes, ew, talk to you never, and walked away. Like, this guy was so fucking rude on everything. All he ever wants to do is fight with people, and he calls that love. I'm sorry, but if me listening to The Cure physically bothers you, you need to get up and walk away because you got bigger issues than just fighting with people. Okay, so whoever this is, get the fuck away from them. Okay, because they are spiritually damaging you. I think that's really that's the Scorpio energy. This person is spiritually damaging you. Okay. And waking up and telling them that your third eye's open and you can hear spirit, you can read tarot cards is not going to go over well with them. They're going to make fun of you. They're going to low vibe you. Okay. They're going to humiliate you. They're going to call you crazy. Oh, now she's reading tarot cards. Or now he says he can see the future. I'm honestly, all you're going to do is just get mocked by a bunch of people who wish they were you. And if they don't wish they were you, they wish they were fucking you. They wish they were banging you. They wish they were sitting beside you. They wish that they were getting all the advice from you. Trust me, this whole I hate collective and I'm going to block them and I'm going to send them out of my life all just means that they're obsessed with you. Okay, obsess much. We got obsession here, and their obsession is angry. Okay, because obsession ain't good. Look at this decisions, as if you got put up against somebody else. Okay, give me a fucking break. Okay, this whole okay, I'm gonna weigh you against them, and I'm gonna weigh you against them, and if you don't do better, then I'm gonna go with them. Oh my god. Okay, shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. Balance. Ooh, Two of Pentacles. Balancing love, work, family, adapting to changes. Somebody's gonna have to realize that you're not their fucking sloppy second anymore. And that came out with this card the other day. Okay, you weren't somebody's second choice or third choice. You were somebody's fourth or fifth choice. Okay, is that the person you want to marry? Okay, yeah, somebody that decides to just make out with a bunch of other people right in front of you, but then Friday night decides to kiss your ass and come back. Fuck off. Okay, I remember when I used to be desperate, like I said, which was in my 20s. Okay, not in that energy anymore. I'm in my 40s. Okay, I'm not a fucking fool, and neither are you. So don't act like one. Okay. And the thing is ignorance is not bliss. If there are questions you need to ask, ask them. Don't just make up answers in your head. Don't just assume that you know things. Be smarter than that. Okay. Tarot's going to tell you to be smarter than that. Okay. Spirit is going to tell you to be smarter than that, to look higher than that. Don't just give in to somebody's low vibration. Okay. Because your energy is like this and they want you like this. Okay, they want you down and depressed like them. They want you drinking with them every night. They want you hating life. They want you pissing people off. They want you in the gossip. Okay, and as soon as you open up those spirituality doors, I mean, those little dirty motherfuckers that are talking shit, I mean, you're not going to stay around them. You know why you're not going to stay around them? Because you're not going to be able to, because Spirit's not going to let you. Okay, because Spirit's going to start letting you in on all the drama that your friends really bring to the table, all that bullshit, all those text messages, all those phone calls. It's all bullshit. Okay. It's to try to throw you off. It's to try to get you to go down their road again. It's to try to, make it seem like you don't need the spiritual realm. And if you're watching this channel, you do need the spiritual realm, because the spiritual realm is what's going to save you, because the spiritual realm is what doesn't lie to you. Okay. But then you have to figure out who is talking shit in your head and spirit. Okay. And then there's your soul, that is probably the most quietest thing possible. In order to hear your soul, you really got to shut up for that shit. Okay. Mind, body, soul. You got to shut it down if you want to hear that shit. Okay. So keeping all these people around and your phone going off all the time and everybody fucking beeping and paging, and that's going to throw a motherfucker off. Like, everybody knows that. Like, you got to find balance. Sagittarius is here for a reason. Balance, that mind, body, soul. Actually, I had a chat with Yellow Wolf in my dreams last night, because he apparently is having a hard time connecting his body with his soul. And then I think I gave him a tarot reading. I was going to go to his concert in Toronto and meet him and bring my tarot cards, because I was like, man, that guy comes up a lot. And I'm like, that would be the first time I ever did it. I thought I was going to do a tarot reading for Slane, because I talked to Slane quite a few times, and Slane has gone to a tarot reader before. When he was in New Orleans, he went and saw one. So he was really intrigued by what I did. So I thought maybe he was going to ask for a reading. But then I swear to God, I gave Yellow Wolf a tarot reading in my dreams last night. And I tried to tell him, or I tried to talk to him about, he's having, like I said, having a hard time connecting with his soul. It's like he feels like he can't hear it. Weird. That just came to me now. I totally thought about that. So I don't know, maybe somebody is like hearing spirit now, or they're trying to hear spirit, or they're trying to communicate, or they're trying to connect their mind, body, and soul together. I mean, it's quite a fucking journey. Not gonna lie. Okay. And it's like, it's very different for everybody. Like, I like explaining how I ventured through, but at the same time, there's a lot of things I forget. Like, there's a lot of parts of the journey that I don't remember. I also moved to Tofino. I moved to BC Island by myself in the middle of all, losing my mind and opening my third eye and listening to spirit. And, because BC is, especially Vancouver Island, Tofino is on the tip of the island, and they, only got a road back in 1986. So the energy on the island is still kind of like, well, I mean, lots of actually BC islands are very unpopulated, right? And very rural. So the population stays very low for a reason, because they really can't overpopulate those areas. So the fact that I got to go out there and experience that was really eye-opening, So if plus I spent a lot of time in Mount Shasta, where the Lemurian crystals are, and there's a lot of energy in the land. And so that really helped. So if somebody's opening up their third eye, or like evolving, I mean, spiritual travel is huge, especially if you can't go anywhere. Like, I got to go to those places because I was very blessed at the time and I had the money to. But if you can't go to spiritual places around the world, okay, we get it. We're not asking you to, but just go to the woods. put your fucking feet in the ground, you know, stare at the water, go to the river, go to the creek, go to the old creek. Okay, like I mean anything that just stabilizes you in the ground. No more, you know, no concrete. Concrete doesn't connect you, right? Buildings, high buildings. Like I always said, man, if I ever went to New York or I was going to go to Boston actually. I feel like some weird connection to Boston. And but the buildings, I get really, you know, because I'm so spiritually channeled, I get really hard in the buildings, you know, because I can't see the sky and there's no grass and it's all concrete. So my compass doesn't know how to work properly. So I don't know if somebody's like in a city and they're trying to find really hard way to open up their third eye. It's probably because you're in the city, you're in a concrete jungle. You need to get to the dirt, you know, like even if you can't get out of the city, you need to get somewhere where there's a clearing where you get clear of the building so you can connect. You know, connection is very I like my god, I spent a lot of time outside when I opened up my third eye. Like I felt like I was outside for probably fucking 3 or 4 years. Okay, like I went months not even watching TV. Like I was just obsessed with sitting outside and oh man, I would drink Guinness, smoke cigarettes and just be in nature. Like it was the most incredible time of my life. Oh my god, pretty sure I'm gonna start smoking again because I found all these clove cigarettes. Oh my god, clove is probably my favorite because I'm a douchebag. So I love clove, and I'm a poser. So you know I love clove cigarettes. And oh my god, I'm just thinking about drinking and smoking again. Hey, that's a great song by Miranda Lambert, "Smoking and Drinking." Oh, it's one of my favorite songs. Smoking and drinking on the weekend, like you did back in the day. Oh, I'm gonna put that song back on and start drinking moonshine, smoke my clove cigarettes, and say "fuck the world." Sounds like a great future. Did I say Amanda? Is it Miranda? Miranda Lambert? Miranda. Oh god, that just hurt my nose so much. Smoking and drinking. It's gonna be a good summer this year, people. I can feel it. Woo! Oh, and right beside the river, midnight swims. Probably one of my favorite things to do is go skinny dipping because I love water and water in between your ass cheeks with no clothes on. It's just like the most amazing feeling in the world. Like there's nothing like a good skinny dip. I never do it. And I'm like, you know what? This year I'm fucking bucking naked. I am going to jump in that goddamn river so many times, buck ass naked. I don't even care if I get an indecent exposure ticket on my ass this year. I'm fucking doing it. I don't want any tan lines this year, bitches. Gonna go out naked. This might be my last year on earth, people. We never know what's going to happen. I always feel like I'm going to die. I have such a bad heart that I'm like, I can't even believe I'm still alive. My heart is so bad. It just stops sometimes. I'll just stop breathing. Beautiful possibilities in death. You know what I mean? It's all transition, people. Okay, last reading. 35. Thanks for the likes, everybody. 11 people. I feel so blessed. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Sarah. No more. Oh, man, we got more fucking snow today. Like a bitch. I was so angry. I woke to fucking Wonderland outside again. Like, what the fuck is up with this? What up, Melissa? Shay? Melissa's got a lot to say. I'm glad everybody's jamming with the reading. We're not going to do questions today. Ha! Thank you for answering, Stephen. Stephen already knows. No questions. I would have already done that. I can't do questions right now. I'm too revved up today. Okay, here we go. I feel like this is going to be a relationship reading, so just take it how it resonates because sometimes it comes out romantic and it's not. Okay. I do watch the Lumen, what is it? The Lumen Moon Tarot. And she always talks about relationships, and I feel like it's never a sexual relationship, but she always picks it up as somebody wanting to be with you. And it's just like, it always seems like it's about a sexual relationship, but it's not. Okay. So I'm just saying, if anybody's wondering, it's all different. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. So right away, I'm getting somebody needs to cut the cord with somebody or something. Okay. I don't know if this is like a ritual that needs to happen, or if you need to cut away the past, or if you need to cut somebody out. Something needs to be. All right. New moon energy needs to be fresh. Okay. And then with step back in reverse, I feel like because you cut the cord, you're able to move forward. Okay, so there again could be a relationship that's holding you back. Something is holding you back. A heartstring. Something you won't let go of. Wow. Okay. So somebody might have been with somebody, okay, for a long time, and they really got to know them and they love them and they spent a lot of time with them, so they don't want to let them go. But unfortunately, that is holding you back from stepping forward to something much more beautiful. That is the beautiful heart and possibilities. Okay. So sometimes the cords that we're holding on to, even subconsciously, stop us from moving into it, could even be into your own heart space. Okay. Learning what love is, leading with your heart, doing things with your heart instead of your head. It could be, look at sexual relationships. Let's talk about sex. Because if it ain't about sex, it's about money. Okay, money ain't on the table, sex is. And something that somebody won't let go of. Okay, so it seems like there's a better connection if you let this other one go. That's what I see. Okay, so give me this new sexual, beautiful possibility here before I change decks. Reconsider and self love. Okay, so it's somebody that really loves themselves. Okay, and because they love themselves so much, obviously I'm getting it's not a narcissistic love, it's a self love. Okay. That it gives you the right kind of it gives you the right kind of relationship. Okay, so if this person steps back from this cord that they don't want to cut, if they actually cut it, what do they get? Yeah, see, someone's just drunk. Okay, drunk, healing. All right, look, it's Jack drunk in the graveyard. Okay, somebody's drunk and defensive. Where the fuck did this just come from? Okay, they're drunk and they're defensive. Aw, you dick. I fucking hate these walls at this apartment. Oh my God. Whatever they put on the walls, I can't even get tacks through. So fuck these fucking walls. I hate them. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody was hard to get through. Okay, because where did that tack just come from? Somebody was hard to get through, but yet you won't let them go? Ace of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Drunken mess, defensive, needs to heal from it, and yet won't let it go. I mean, this is just an analogy, people. Okay, so what's the step back? Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups. Somebody needs to figure out what they want. What they truly want, not what they desire, what they want. Not what they're dreaming about, what they want to drink. Right? The Star in reverse. Yeah, somebody's getting misguided. All right, there's zero. They're being misguided, and zero's not there to help them. So I don't know why they're not getting any guidance. They're not getting any guidance on something, maybe because they don't know what they want. I mean, the universe isn't going to tell you what you want. You have to decide that. Okay, so what's the beautiful possibilities? The Lovers and the Hierophant. I was like, love and marriage. Remember, I said that today? That stupid song was in my head this morning when I woke up. I thank you for whoever told me the name of that show, but this would be it. That's the priest that would marry the lovers. I mean, what the fuck? Okay. You can't have one without the other. Like, you can't have this opportunity without letting the other thing from the past go. Okay? So, Ace of Wands, the High Priestess, what do you know? The Four of Wands, and then the Knight of Swords. Oh, my nose just got itchy. Like, somebody knows what I'm talking about. Okay, they have to go for what they want, and they know what they want. Okay. I don't know. Maybe people are holding them back. Someone's holding them back, or maybe these little like succubus energies, are not giving this person any good advice or something like that. Maybe they're getting the wrong advice from people, and they need to go with their gut. They need to go with their heart. They need to. Maybe that's this whole like connection I was talking about. Like, they need to connect with what they want. And they're so scared to let this thing in the past go. King of Cups in reverse. Like, they don't even, and then the Six of Cups. Like, it's like they don't even like this person, but they're still, and then, oh my God, what was that? What was that one? Oh, yes. Okay, Zookeeper. You know, at the end where Kevin James says, it took me 10 years or however many years to get over a woman he didn't even like. He couldn't imagine how long it would take him to get over somebody he loved. And, because the love was the friendship, he didn't understand that the love he was feeling for somebody wasn't about the friendship. It was a true match. But he kept thinking he had to be with the other woman who he had to impress, and he had to be the top dog, and he had to be this version of himself that he hated. Thought he had to be that to get the girl, because everybody told him, if you want to be something, you got to make money and you got to be a hot shot, or no one's going to want you, especially not a girl like Stephanie. But he didn't even realize he didn't even like Stephanie. Okay, it was just somebody that he was spending his time with. Okay, he didn't even like her. She was changing him, and she was changing him to somebody bad. Okay, and then he realizes that he wants to be with Kate. And he doesn't realize he wants to be with Kate until he goes back out with Stephanie again. And Stephanie's very superficial. All she does is talk about money. She loves rich people. She loves, everything's got to be like, oh, we got this from here and this from here. And, is the feng shui okay in here with the TV? And okay, I got to get this. And, it's so corrupt and robotic and just not what he decides that he truly wants. Okay, and that's obviously why the Ace of Wands is here. Like, somebody, it's not about what they desire anymore. It's what they need. It's something that they need to pursue instead of what they just want because they can have it. Okay, because now it's available for them because they changed themselves. They did something to themselves to make this person attract to them, but that just means it's an attraction under false pretense. Okay, and then with reconsider, like, I don't know if whoever this person is that's coming, if like possibly you said no to them in the past and now you're going to be reconsidering when you see them again. I don't know. Something comes out, something creepy is going on. All right, something, not creepy in a bad way. Okay, charge it up. Ooh, something's charged. Something's charging. Okay, and it's ready to grow. Okay, there's the charging station and the fungus card. Like, once the fungus card, like, you know how fast fungus grows, bitch. Okay, it grows after something's been charged up. Okay, that thing goes. Okay, so there's definitely, once this person cuts the cord, it's like they're free. Okay, and there is, you know how I put up the Reiki videos from Alchemy Healing on YouTube? There, she does have a video about cord cutting. And she does the cord cutting for you. Like, I mean, you can physically do it with a pair of scissors yourself if you want, and then just cut away the energy around you. But I mean, you can do that and then also put the Reiki on in the background, which will clear the energy as you're cutting it away. But there definitely needs to be something subconsciously or physically that has to get cut away. So then this new opportunity can even open up the door at all. Okay. Look at that solo artist and working smart. Like, I mean, smart was the one, but these are the double-sided cards. So sometimes I don't know which one Spirit wants me to use, but I do feel like maybe somebody goes from a solo artist to teamwork. Maybe somebody's all fucked up about joining a team again, because every team they join, it seems like they have to work way too hard. And that's the thing, is the whole working smart is to let the rain water the grass. Why would you go out there and water the grass when it's about to rain? That doesn't make sense. But if somebody thinks a relationship is like that you must water it right before it rains, then you're doing twice as much work than what you need to. So maybe somebody's realizing, because relationships are team, they're team built. If you're in a relationship, there's more than one of you. Okay. So why is only one doing the job? So maybe somebody's like, analytics are changing on their dating platform, on what they look for versus what they always go for. Yeah. Again, all just analogies, people. Good luck putting it all together, if it makes sense. Ooh, CPSD, complex post-traumatic stress. So definitely have somebody here that has some fucking trauma. Okay, they've got some trauma. And it's attached to the cords that are around them. And I think there's a lot of electricity that goes into these cords around them that lock them in to this complex PTSD. I'm almost getting like shell shock. Like, somebody's got shell shock, which you don't got to go to war to get shell shock. Okay, just saying. You don't. So somebody's definitely very fucking anxious because they've been working too hard, and it's made somebody anxious. Because, we are part of the barter system, and the barter system is a lot that happens in 3D, yes, but it also happens in 5D. Okay, you exchange gifts and you exchange knowledge and you exchange things. We're here as a barter system. Okay, you give, you take. you take, you give. Okay. Whether or not you can do both at the same time. Sometimes we get a little, I owe you. All right. I took something. I owe you. I'm going to give it back to you when I can. Okay. But this person experienced something and the other person didn't return anything. Okay. And because of that, they think that they have to give and give and give only to find that people never return. Okay. And they know it's a barter system. So it fucks with them because they're being told that they have to give. And the barter system says they should be receiving back, but what they get back isn't what they gave because they've been working as a solo artist and not as a team. So somebody doesn't know what a team is because they've never been truly a part of one. So it's hard for them to cut the cord to a life that they only know and accustomed are, right? Like they know a certain thing and they've been going down a certain road. They don't know that it was supposed to be a different way. So now that they know the river also goes that way, you didn't tell me that. I've been going upstream this whole fucking time and I should have been going down. Like it's like somebody realized that they got fucked over in a relationship. And they don't know how to get around that now or how to make it different so then somebody doesn't do the same thing. And I mean, I just heard that would be play to win, play to win, play to win. That would be like, you don't know unless you try. And try and try and try. I mean, goddamn. Try and it works. There's evil eye with good see, so somebody is sending you evil eye. And it's fucking with you in some way. Or it's fucking with them. And they've got good energy with them. So if you're okay, the evil eye is the person you need to cut away. That's the thing attached to the cords. Somebody just flipping you off all the time, sending you negative energy, sending you ill intent, sending you black magic, just sitting there sending you malicious intent. That's the PTSD. That's where the cord needs to get they're carrying very bad energy. Okay, and spirit has your back. And they want you to know that not everybody is like that. Just because some people do fight dirty and only take and never give back doesn't mean that everybody does. Clear your temple. Damn right. Clear that shit away from you. That's nasty. Protection is needed, see? Because somebody's still got, that's why this cord cutting needs to be, somebody's still got somebody like their ex's energy inside of them. And like, that would be sexual energy, right? And it's bad energy and it's still inside their temple. And it's fucking with them because this person has a new relationship coming up. And if they don't clear this old vagina out of them, literally, that's what I just heard. So it's obviously a dude who slept with some dirty chick. Okay, I'm not saying they had a disease or anything, but I mean, they could have. Get checked. Okay, get some blood work done. Okay, as I look at the red, get some blood work done just in case. But like, they are carrying very bad energy that could very well be charged up with something even more nasty. Okay, like a little bacteria friend. Okay. So fucking be careful. This is nasty all of a sudden. Somebody's nasty, but you're going into good hands. Okay. So there's a better relationship for you. Don't go back to sloppy second Susan. Okay. Because there's an unexpected innocent person coming in. Okay. 1013. That's my favorite number, Stephen. Okay, you saw this coming. So there's an unexpected gift that's coming that you saw coming anyways. So it's a vision. Obviously, there's a vision coming through for somebody. And you need to cut that old energy away. Cut it away. Get this fucking venereal disease vagina away from you. Okay. And possibly do some evil eye cleansing. All right. Protection is definitely needed. And once this cord cutting ritual is done, there's some shit that moves forward. Well, the nasty energy that's been attached to you has to step back. Wow. Fucking right. All right. Reaching a higher level. Yeah. Damn right. All right. That was a pretty good ending to a somewhat, I don't know, weird reading. So I hope that resonates. 57 on the dot. Okay, just because I'm so awesome and I'm so nice and I'm so wicked and I have the best fucking chat ever, I'm going to do one more reading. Okay, encore! Encore! All right, somebody has to say it now. All right, so that I don't look stupid. All right, we're going to encore one more reading. I have a lot of energy and I'm just going through data like a motherfucker. I don't even give a shit. Okay. I have a lot of data and I'm going through it like water. All right. And the back of my knees are sweating, so you know this is going to be a good reading. Woo. Okay. Whew. Okay. So I'm definitely seeing somebody's family. Yeah, somebody's family. Somebody's got a twisted family. Oh my God. As I say that, does anybody remember what the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family fucking name is? Like, I can hear it in my head, but I can't. Like, I can hear the man saying it. The something family. The something fucking family. Oh my God. The Exorcist is right there. The fucking, oh my God, does somebody know this? Please tell me what the fuck this family's name is. Oh, somebody look it up. Come on, this is gonna kill me. I can hear it in my head, but I can't say it. But no one's gonna write it because when I say, you guys always know the chat is like a delayed 30 seconds or something like that. The something family. This fucking family, you know, and it doesn't even matter any Texas Chainsaw Massacre you've watched, it always involves the same family. Whether it's not the same fucking actors or whatever, but I'm just saying it's the same twisted family dynamic with Uncle Morty, the Sawyer family. I feel like that could be right. What was I going to say about it? I mean, it's all the same twisted analogy of a fucking hillbilly family, okay, that kidnap people and kill them. Yes, it is. Oh, Sarah, you're the best. It is Sawyer family, eh? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So somebody's twisted ass Sawyer family. Okay. The analogy would be you, okay, being little Carol Ann here, okay, went to the other side. Okay. And what that's telling me is that somebody went almost like against their family values and did something. They went to the other side of something. Like, say your family said, this is the way that we do it, this is the religion we say, and there's no other way. And you went, yeah, I'm going to look on the other side of this. I don't like religion. And then decided to go, to the third floor and read about Satanism or some shit like that. Okay. And they are angry because what sucks is especially family dynamics is that they end up creating their monster children. Okay. Because if a mom and a dad are constantly drinking, fighting, abusing, yelling at each other, they're creating this hazardous environment where collective grew up and listened to the Manson family every fucking day massacre each other just because they all had to go to work. Okay. That does something to a child. It turns them, it fucks with their brains. Okay. Listening to fighting all the time, listening and watching abuse molds a child in a very, very like vulnerable way. I was going to say violent way, vulnerable way. It's like this person experienced hate, like an angry mother, an angry father. There's displacement. And I just heard Eminem, they created a monster because they didn't want to see you anymore. They wanted to see the twisted version that they've created. Because if they're fucked up, they don't want their kids all happy and go lucky and living an awesome life. They're going to massacre their children and fuck them up because they're the Manson family or the Sawyer family or the I don't give a fuck family. As long as it looks good and we can smack it around, we're not going to fucking say anything. And they didn't help you. So from the looks of it, like there's an egg here, like there's the egg you fucking got formed in. There's your mom. Okay. There's the fucking El Capitan. There's some fucked up stepmother or stepfather that got put into the equation that didn't like you, that started beating you, that you couldn't get away from. Okay. So now you're possessed by demons. Okay. Because they brought the demons into the house and now they don't want you around anymore. Or now they don't believe you. Or now they're going to say you're the fucked up kid and you did all this shit, like The Omen, like the beginning of Red Lights where they're blaming it on the kid. It's like anybody can blame something on a child when they're in a position above the child. Okay, like children are very easy to blame all your problems on. Like I can remember my father blaming everything on me. Okay, like he got angry, it was my fault. He lost something, it was my fault. He put something in backwards, it was my fault. Like, I mean, the guy couldn't take a fucking single lick on his own. He always had to blame it on his kids. Always. Everything got blamed on us. And they never, they slowly possessed us with this lie, with this cover up, with this demon that was in them that wanted to fuck with kids. I mean, it's a demon when you want to go hit a woman, fuck a kid, okay, or humiliate a man. That's a demon, okay? They don't go any way. There's 3 categories and they will fuck you up, okay? They don't care who the fuck you are. That's the thing. So anybody that harbors them in their body, acting like they know what they're doing and that they're so angry at the universe, actually you're getting played by a fucking demon. You're not angry at anything. You could be angry, but your body doesn't allow you to process that because the demon just wants you to kill everybody because you're angry today. Okay, like grow the fuck up. Okay, deal with your anger. But obviously, like you are where you come from, you are what you eat, you are what your parents fucking did to you, right? And then, to have them mold you from start to finish and then disregard you, throw you away like they never knew you at all. Pretty sure it came out of your twat, mom. So if you don't know me, you don't know anybody. And considering it has to deal with your pussy, you should know your pussy. You know what I mean? Okay, so whoever these, it's all family. Family, creation. So, and then possession, family, creation. So all it is family and creation on the table. That's all there is here. So obviously that's abuse of authority. Obviously that's, mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. Okay. The children turning to the other side, that would be children then talking to spirit, right? When you talk to your imaginary friends, what do you think your imaginary friends are? Your imaginary friends were spirits around you. They were ghosts around you. Okay. Somebody turned to the spirit world because their fucking family was insane. Makes sense. Okay. Don't put yourself up on that cross just yet, okay? Because if they put you up on that cross, that means you weren't supposed to go up there. Okay? They were supposed to read about you. They were supposed to get information about you. They were supposed to be better because they were your parents. They weren't retarded. Okay, they fucking knew what they were doing, but all of a sudden now it's like, well, we didn't know why he got so angry. Well, we didn't know. Suddenly one day he was just angry or she was just angry. We didn't know. We didn't do anything. Oh, so you're just gonna plead ignorance like your kid just suddenly got angry one day and you don't know why? Like, I love it when a parent, a grown adult, okay, knows something happened to their child and then they plead ignorance as if they didn't know. Oh, we didn't know. We thought it was little Johnny. Oh, we didn't know. We thought it was little Carolyn that just got all fucked up. We didn't know that it was spirits. We didn't know that we were doing anything wrong. They fucking know what they're doing. Okay? Don't let an adult act ignorant and stupid as if they didn't just know what they did. Okay? Anything else? So I don't know, whoever experienced this awful family dynamic, okay, they are fucked. Maybe somebody's parent tried to be too much of a friend to them. Like my mom was like that. But thank gosh my mom was more of a friend because what was happening at my father's house with his psychotic wife, if I didn't have my mother and her drunkenness and her friendship, I told you guys, the first time I tried to kill myself, I was 8 years old. I put a knife to my fucking wrist. I still have the cut. Okay. I was being bullied so bad. Nobody stood up for me. Nobody. But my mother, in her twisted little fucked up ways, actually did protect me. And I'm very thankful for her in the midst of her, very, I would say, most dangerous life she's ever lived. Okay. If I didn't have her on my side, like I said, I wouldn't be here. Okay, so as much as I hate my mother, I also do love her and the fact that I could talk to her, I could confide in her, and when she wasn't kicking my ass or treating me like shit because she was a drunk, she actually was a very loving mom. Okay, so we do have a curse here. It's the 7-day curse. It could be the 7-year curse. It could be the 21-year curse. It could be, I don't know, 7 months. Maybe something happened when you were 7. Okay. But with the thing, I feel like something came out of somebody's parents and it was probably acts of the devil. Obviously, the devil isn't here, but possession is. Captain Howdy is here. So I don't care if Satan's not here. He is. Okay. And the Babadook is here. All right. So we've got threatening energies all around. It doesn't have to be Satan. It's Satan's little fucking puppeteers that go everywhere. Okay. So I feel like they fucking created you. And then once they saw what they created, they fucking threw you away instead of getting to know you, instead of figuring out what they did to grow this child that is now smoking weed when they're 12 years old, or when they're got like, I smoked my first cigarette, I was 4 years old. I was so damaged. I smoked a cigarette at 4 years old. Okay. Like, that's not normal. And I had it, I sat and had a smoke with a 70-year-old man that used to live at my grandparents' motel in a shack. I sat there, I used to play with his cat all the time. Sat there and had a smoke with him after my fucking pedophile stepfather fucked me for the first time. Okay? So there's Jaws. Shit's gonna get fucking serious quick. Okay? And the thing is that all these parents that plead ignorance, that don't want to look at their children, they want to play the friend aspect, they want to be the nice one, they want to be the one that just blames their child. Okay, somebody couldn't escape something, they couldn't escape this family. You can't just leave your family, right? I couldn't leave my family, I didn't have anything, I would have been on the streets. Okay, I had to stay with my family until I could learn to stand on my own, and then they took that away from me because they broke my back and never fixed it. Okay, so I have like major physical problems with me, and it got to the point where I said, you know what, I'd rather be homeless, living on the streets, begging for food, than ever look at my fucking father's face again, or his fucking twisted wife. That takes something. But see, they think I'm saying that because I'm an angry child. I'm a 40-year-old fucking woman, but they will never grow up. So I can't. If they are staying 17, I'm staying a fucking seed. I'm not even alive in their mind. And when I do see my father in dream state, he's like 19 years old. Like, he's never his own age. He's always raping me, and he's always fucking 17, right? It's absolutely ridiculous how these parents act. You know, like, ignorance is not bliss. You cannot just turn your back on your child. If your child is freaking out, something happened. Don't blame your child for all of a sudden, you know, a behavioral dip or rage. Okay, something has happened to unravel that child. Okay, parents are supposed to know, they're supposed to recognize it's not a child's um it's not a child's responsibility to tell their parents something happened. It's a parent's responsibility to look at a child and know that something is wrong and go and ask. Okay, but parents who want to plead ignorance will just bring them to a doctor. They'll just talk shit behind their back. You know, oh yeah, my kid's like this. They say my kid's like this, or my kid's like this. It's just like, I mean, ignorance is not bliss. Like, you can't just act like you don't know, or like you can't get the information, or you can't look online, or you can't go to the doctors and something's just going to go away. It's not going to. Okay. So, anyways, whatever this is, I got the song while I was reading this. This song "Searching for Heaven," and that's been coming up actually recently. Um, and it's just, you know, the analogy is just somebody looking for, I feel like, a higher perspective, searching for heaven, searching for something that they haven't seen before, something that they've been wishing for, something that, you know, the world is so dark and it's so down and it's so nasty and greedy and fucking fucked up, and everybody's so angry all the time, that searching for heaven would be searching for something that is better than what you're in, something that you strive for, something that you've been looking for, right? And whatever these people are doing, I mean, they've been looking in the wrong direction with you. Okay, they've been blaming you for a long time with how you turned out. Okay, and that's where, I mean, maybe some of your parents are on judgment, maybe some of your parents are about to die, right? And they're talking to God, and they, you know, they're being told that what they did was not okay, and they're going to have consequences that they're going to have to pay, and they're going to have a lot of karma attached with what they did to you. That doesn't just go away. Okay, like look at the fucking exorcist card again. Like somebody was seriously possessed as a child. Okay, and that could have been doctors could have said you had ADHD. Oh, they've got problems with their temper, they got problems with their energy. Yeah, you had a demon inside of you. Okay, heavily medicating a child is not the way to do it when a child is carrying an energy that you can easily get rid of and it doesn't require any medicine at all. But fuck witches though, right? Because we don't know what we're talking about. Only doctors do, apparently. Give it up to the FDA, right? Anyways, if somebody was medicated as a child, your parents are fucked for doing that to you. All right. Just remember, you have doctor witnesses, you have scripts that were written in your name, you have all the evidence that you need in your past to commit your parents to jail for a very long time. It's spiritual jail, it's not physical jail, but spiritual jail, especially if they're going to spiritual jail after this lifetime because they just lived it up fucking their kids over. No wonder these parents don't want to die. They don't want to know what's waiting for them. Okay, because it took them 50 years to admit that they finally did something wrong. All right, and they're only admitting it now because they are going to die. Okay, people. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And this was a great reading. A little bit fucked up with the energy today because it's so hostile. And I get it. I mean, your enemies are angry. You're finding out things. You're finding out the truth. You're not returning their calls anymore. You're not taking your ex-boyfriends back. You're not putting up with bullshit anymore. And unfortunately, because you decide not to put up with bullshit, you're going to get a little bit of a dick whip to the face. Okay. And it's just honestly, it's like trying to leave a gang, like you got into the gang somehow by doing something and you got to get out of the gang somehow by doing something, right? So it's a lot of those negative energies that are still going to hold on to you because they expect you to do something for them because you always did. Right. So I do know where the hostility comes from because collective isn't putting up with shit anymore. And they're not just going to open up their wallets and let, these karmics do whatever they want anymore. And they're not going to pick up their phone in the middle of the night anymore. And they're not going to give in to, am I beautiful? I want to kill myself today. I don't know what to do with my life. Like, honestly, fucking call somebody who cares, man. Call the YMCA. Get your fucking life on track. Oh, I just had a really weird vision. I was like back in my old apartment and the YMCA was beside me. Oh my God. I looked at the window and it was there. Honestly, there's like, you guys know where that fucking apartment is. I just came from. Like, it was probably the scariest place on earth. I lived there for 2.5 years with boards locking my door up and a camera going all the time and meth heads below me and a crack studio beside me and God knows what going on the other side of the house. Like, so the fact that just came through, that was a very dangerous energy. And like, whatever we were just talking about, I don't really remember because now I'm a little thrown off the channel by seeing that vision. I don't know. I'm a little like worried for somebody. And that's been coming out. Like, you might live in a really unsafe neighborhood or, always have your back. Just have your back, man. Honestly, if there's things you want to do, don't go asking people before you do it, and like think, before you make decisions. Think hard before you make decisions. Make good, because you can't always make the right ones. But to evolve means that you're constantly moving forward. Okay. As long as you're not looking back and going back all the time, moving forward, it just, oh yeah, the family shit, just remember whatever this family thing was of not believing in you and then blaming you for everything, that is obviously somebody's subconscious is being shined in here, and it's somebody's subconscious from the live. It's somebody's parent, okay, that doesn't want to die because they don't want anybody to find out what they did to you. And that's pretty sad, but that's basic karmic energy. They're cowards now that they're on death's roll. Okay. So, anyways, peace out. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all your wonderful comments. Thank you for liking the video. Obviously, that really means a lot. And not sure what's going on tomorrow. If I will be back, I most likely will. But if I'm not, I will see you soon. And if I am, I will see you tomorrow. Make sure you hit the notification button so then you'll know when I'm live, because I don't think I'll be uploading tomorrow. It'll probably just be live energies. So, and I will do questions tomorrow. It'll be Thursday tomorrow. So yeah, we'll do questions tomorrow. All right. So I'll probably be here around the afternoon. Peace out, y'all. And